If you're going to show new construction homes on your YouTube channel, you can't just show the home. You have to give detailed information that you know your buyers are going to want. Okay, so how do you separate yourself from the other agents in your market on YouTube, right? You give your audience all of the information that they want to know up front, right? Don't wait till the end of the video to give them the price. Let them know at the very, very beginning, okay? It's extremely important to just be as transparent as you possibly can. And so it also covers you as well, right? You always say, of course, prices are subject to change. Incentives are subject to change, right? Make sure you always tell that in your video, that disclaimer in your video. It's extremely, extremely important. All right, so I'm in the kitchen of a new construction model home, okay? And I love to give specifics while I'm in the kitchen because who doesn't love to be in the kitchen? But before I even start my tour or anything like that, I am connecting with the builder sales agent because let's keep it real, they are the experts in this community. So I need to get all the information from them up front so I know what to talk about in my video. So I have a new construction checklist. First question I'm asking, the type of builder. Is it a spec builder, right? Where they're not making any changes at all. Or if they do to be built, where they offer different floor plans, they offer different lots, right? This is extremely important. If they do offer different lots, are there any lot premiums for the to be builds, right? Do they also offer move-in ready options? If it's a to be built, what is their timeline, okay? What's their availability for spec homes? What current incentives are being offered now, whether the incentives are tied to using their preferred lender or insurance provider, because again, guys, it is extremely important to let your audience know all of this information, because if you're watching a video and you have so many different realtors on YouTube in your market, right? You have to set yourself apart from others, and you want your audience to know that you are the go-to real estate agent, okay? You also want to know what the community amenities are, if there are any, right? So if there's a pool, if there's cabanas, if there's a fitness center, if there's walking trails, if there's a dog park, if there's a playground, right? All of those things are extremely important because buyers want to know. You want to know if there's an HOA. If there's an HOA, okay, what is that HOA amount? Does it get paid monthly? Does it get paid quarterly? Does it get paid semi-annually or annually? And does the HOA include anything, right? There are some HOAs where they include the internet and cable, or depending on the community, they may include cutting the grass, right? If there's a CDD, what is that CDD, right? And sometimes the CDD in new construction communities is going to depend on the different lot sizes as well, right? So there's some communities where they have 40-foot lots, 60-foot lots, 50 and 70-foot lots, and the bigger the lot sizes, the more the CDD is. Now, what I recommend for you to do is explain what a CDD is, right? Because a lot of viewers don't even know what a CDD is. There's a lot of agents that don't know what a CDD is. So I recommend you guys to really dive deep into what that is, right? And if you don't know what that is, then ChatGPT it or Google it and ask ChatGPT to explain it to you like a fifth grader, right? So that you can go ahead and explain it in your video, okay? I want to go back to incentives because I think that that's a big one, right? Incentives are constantly changing for the builder. We know as real estate agents that the buyer is going to get the best incentives on move-in ready homes as opposed to be built options. So honestly, I disclaim that in my videos. I'm like, hey, these are what the current incentives are. You're going to get better incentives with move-in ready homes because the houses are completed already and the builder wants to get rid of them, right? You also want to make sure that they know that those incentives are tied to using the builder's preferred lender and sometimes even their preferred insurance provider, okay? You also want to talk about taxes because not a lot of people know that the taxes the first year are extremely low because it's only based on the land value. But the second year, your taxes get reassessed and your taxes go up, okay? So a lot of people don't know that with new construction. So you want to explain that, right? And you can always get a tax rate from the builder sales agent. They know what the estimated tax rate is. So a lot of the times their tax rate is separate from the CDD if there is a CDD, because if you didn't know, CDD gets paid with your taxes, okay? So these are things that you want to educate your audience. You guys are the expert and you need to show up like the expert that you are, okay? So remember, estimated taxes are a big thing. Explain that to them. If they have any tax advantage in your state, right? So for example, here in Florida, we have Florida homestead tax exemption for primary residences, right? So if they're going to use that house as their primary residence, they get a tax discount. So that's what I'm disclosing in my videos. You want to give as much information as you possibly can. Like I said, if the home, if it's a community that's a to be built, what is the base price, right? What is the lot premium range if there is one? What's the estimated amount that people spend at a design center, right? So that you can kind of give them an overall, like, hey, this is kind of like an estimate, something for you to look forward to, okay? And then a lot of people want to know, okay, it looks like a big community. How many phases are there, right? What's the projected closeout date? So these are things that you want to ask the builder sales agent. You want to build a relationship with the builder sales agent because then they could be your go-to. You get any information that you possibly can. And when you bring them a buyer, you have that rapport and you guys can work on getting the best deal for your clients, right? Also, a lot of buyers do not know what the difference is between a spec home and a to be built home, right? Where a spec home, they cannot make any changes whatsoever, but a to be built, of course they can, right? So I recommend you guys break it down in your videos for them so that they know what that difference is, okay? I what I normally do in my videos, I'll talk about it while I am touring the entire house, right? And then when it comes down to specific numbers, that's when I do my Monarch School of Real Estate segment, which I'll go over in a different video. And this is exactly how I separate myself from other agents in my market, okay? So I encourage you guys to keep a printed or digital checklist so that you're not missing anything that you need to ask the builder sales agent, and then you're including all that detailed information into your video. And if you want, I can send you my free new construction filming checklist. Just put your email in the comments and I can send it to you. I hope this helped you. Now go get them because you got this.